Is this the end of the crash and the end of the dump for Ethereum? Have we seen the bottom? Or is it not over yet and we're going to see a 1k ETH very soon? Well, I mean, like, to be honest with you, I'd really like to put my hands onto some 1k ETH, but I don't think this is going to be the case. And I want to share with you some extremely bullish on-chain metrics that are showing what whales are doing right now. And it's very, very interesting because it looks like whales are opening massive positions. So if you're interested to see what the price of ETH is going to be doing in the next few days, and I highly recommend that you watch this video to the end, as it's definitely going to be something very, very exciting. Hi, I'm Kieran. I create crypto and DeFi videos in order to teach you how to earn passive income, navigate the cryptocurrency space, and live a decentralized lifestyle. If you're new to the channel, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button, hit the like and the bell, otherwise YouTube won't show you my videos. Alright, let's get started. All exchange reserves broke below a very important support level. So we're talking about how much ETH is on exchanges. The more ETH is on exchanges, the higher the sell pressure. So if we think the price is going to go down, then very often there's a lot of ETH on those exchanges. But at the moment, the amount of ETH that is on exchanges broke below a very important support, meaning that there's only a little amount of ETH on these exchanges, meaning a reduced sell pressure. So you might be wondering, well, but what is happening with all of that ETH? Where is it even going? Well, first of all, this ETH is going to hardware wallets where people are hodling their ETH and not really doing anything, but just like hoping it increases in value, like most of you guys probably. Second thing, it might actually be going to work in DeFi, locked up in different smart contracts, earning yields, being used as collateral, whatever. And the third option is, of course, being added onto ETH 2.0, the brand new Ethereum proof of stake blockchain that will be the new home for everything DeFi, hopefully at the end of this year. I'll be talking more about that soon. So point is, we've broken down this massive support. There's just a scarce amount of ETH available to buy, and this is great because with less ETH available to buy, we will see a price shock if there's a higher amount of demand. And the higher amount of demand might be just around the corner with the updates that we're having. We've got the London hard fork, which is set for July, and we've got the quick merge, and both of those will reduce the supply of ETH, which is really, really good. People are realizing that. That's why they're moving their ETH off of exchanges. So the third thing that I was talking about was like the ETH moving to ETH 2.0. And what is incredible is that yesterday over 100,000 ETH were sent to ETH 2.0. And yesterday and the day before were actually those terrible days where the price dropped, I think, all the way down to $1,700. I remember I actually managed to buy the dip. Incredibly lucky in that regard. But let's talk about this 100,000 ETH staked in ETH 2.0. You have to realize that as soon as this ETH is staked on ETH 2.0, people will not be able to remove it, to sell it. So this is incredibly bullish, and the rates that you can be earning on ETH 2.0 is phenomenal. I think it's around 10% APY that you earn in ETH per year. So if the price of ETH increases, that's even better. So the total amount of ETH staked at the moment is over 5%. So that is incredible of the circulating supply. So here on this chart, this blue spike that you see is this massive amount of ETH that was sent to the ETH 2.0 deposit contract, meaning that this ETH is literally out of circulation until ETH 2.0 gets launched. And this is very, very bullish. So furthermore, there's another metric which I really like to look at, and that is the amount of ETH that is being sent to derivative exchanges. This is also very bullish because the only reason why whales will be sending ETH to derivative exchanges is because they actually want to place massive, just like massive long positions, as they believe the price will go up. So what we do is, because we're really smart, is like we front run the whales by observing the on-chain metrics. Now, of course, this on-chain metrics could be falsified. That's why you've got stop losses in place and so on. But I think it's really interesting and very bullish for what is about to happen. So if we look at the ETH derivative exchange inflow, that means the amount of ETH that is entering into derivative exchanges. We've seen historically, every time there's been massive amount of ETH inflows onto derivative exchanges, it's been followed with a massive pump. So here we've got the first blue circle, massive amount of ETH sent to derivative exchanges, goes up to the price goes up, I think, all the way up to 2,500. Now there was a few other deposits where whales became even more bullish, and also on the 24th of April, after a massive dip, massive inflow of ETH onto derivative exchanges. And this happens time and time again. Sometimes the price increases only a little bit, but that would be incredible, because now this would actually signal that the price could be actually going to 2,500, or that's what the whales want to believe. They're betting that the price will more likely go up to 2,500 than drop all the way down to $1,000. And this is really cool. So I also put my money where my mouth is at, and I hope I said that expression correctly. And I opened a $20,000 long position, and hoping that the price will go up to $2,500. Now, I don't advocate for leverage trading, but this is a fun little experiment to see if this on-chain metrics can actually give me an edge in the market. The cool thing is you can actually go on to TradingView and look at these long positions that were placed before the price even goes up. So the large ETH deposits to derivative exchanges resulted in increased risk of short-term volatility. This is short-term volatility to the upside. Whales use coin marginated contracts to open large positions against ETH as collateral. So on June the 22nd, that was 2 days ago, over 170,000 ETH were deposited in derivative exchanges in a single hour. At the same time, Bitfinex whales opened over 500,000 long ETH contracts. So this is incredible. So that's what we see. These massive white candles here, which are green candles, but I show them as white. And the biggest one being on the 23rd of June. And this is before a massive price increase will happen. So you've seen this first on this channel, but if you want like super fast updates, I highly recommend that you sign up to my decentralized lifestyle newsletter, because sometimes when things happen, they happen really fast, and I send out a notification to all of my subscribers on my email list. So last piece of bullish news I'd like to share with you, if you're not already aware, in July, we will see the London hard fork, which will bring the EIP 1559. It's a really cool software update to the Ethereum blockchain that will reduce the gas fees. It's a bit more complicated than that, but that's it more or less in a nutshell. And the great thing about this software update, apart from being fantastic for the Ethereum blockchain, for Ethereum users, DeFi users, is that we can also maybe hopefully speculate a little bit on the price, because very often when something of such an importance happens, the price increases. You've got a type of buy the hype, sell the news situation. So I'm anticipating that the price will rally maybe even up to 3K somewhere mid-July of this year. So that was it for this update. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye bye.